Macmillan Audio presents Touched by the Sun by Carly Simon. Narrated for you by Elizabeth Mcgovern. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. Friedrich Nietzsche. Translated by Walter Kaufmann. Prologue. You can't recapture people who are gone. Not exactly, not entirely. You can imagine their faces or their bodies or their hands. But those images are like stills or paintings in frames. The other times, when they crossed their arms, made sudden or tender gestures, flattened down the crease in their trousers, lowered their gaze, smoothed away a bang, those images of movement, of animation, are gone. I don't know where. The past. You can recall the silver in their voice, or that unusual word choice, or the extending of an emphasis like a damper pedal pressed on a syllable. It's harder to remember their voice when they asked a waiter for some lemon, or complimented your blouse, or noticed how late it was getting. Recapturing fluid images of people as they were in life while they keep morphing and resisting you is nearly impossible. But you can remember how they made you feel. How then do you shape a somewhat reliable portrait of someone, anyone? Pin them down. Sweep up all the parts to gather and form a whole with all the details intact. You can't. There just aren't enough words to pick out all those in-between moments. The voyage of someone's eyes when the conversation she's having falters. Her expression as she's deciding between the veal cutlet or the veal tortellini. The movement in her brow, a possible giveaway. Most languages have words that don't and can't translate, that have more refined, nuanced meanings, like the 50-something Eskimo versions of the word snow. In-between moments are like that. Writing about someone is like describing the changing sky. Catch those cirrus clouds as they form a chiffon scarf before turning into a swan and a few seconds later a swarm of pale eels swimming in a cold blue stream. Some wintry skies have snow flurries like those in a movie I loved, while others I can liken to an afternoon wind lifting my grandmother's cheeks with gusty intention. Trying to bring accuracy to a written account of a person is this hard. Almost all you can hope to accomplish is to capture the essence of who they were to you, what your experience of them was. How do you write about a close friend? And what if that close friend was a well-known someone, like Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis? She who is such a prominent person that she will be remembered forever, whatever forever turns out to be. Each time I saw her anew, I realized again this was Jackie. No matter how she succeeded in making me feel an equal, she was still Jackie. I tried to overcome this feeling, but could never really shed it. It had grown up around me as a child and seeped into my unconscious that her aura was not and never would be like anyone else's. I'm not sure I'll ever think of her as in the past. And my knowing Jackie in the way that I did is almost embarrassing because in my description of her, I will never be able to do her justice. Did I know enough of those wonderful little details that round out a person? Did she ever study a Michelin guide or glance down at a map while she was driving? In how many languages had she learned to say, "I hope you like my husband's speech. We are so appreciative of your hospitality"? And in how many languages did she know how to say a polite version of "get me the hell out of here"? Any effort to put together some memories risks ridicule or denouncement. What does she know? Why did Jackie spend so much time with her? There might also be resentment, and resentment is a tricky business. Some people may just not like it that I knew Jackie, or that I may have known a different Jackie than her other.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?